Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. Blockbuster news around Joao Felix. Thank you to all the corrections in the comment section yesterday. Bloody hell. I forgot he was Portuguese. I know he's Portuguese. He played for Portugal at the World Cup. Of course I know he's Portuguese, but I saw his name, I saw Felix, I thought Spanish. It is what it is. So, of course, it's Joao Felix, because in Portuguese, they pronounce the J. So it's Joao Felix. Okay, well, Joao Felix looks like he's on his way to Chelsea, and it's a done deal. We're going to get into the nitty-gritty. I haven't said that in a little while. But we'll get into the nitty-gritty very shortly. Before I do, a couple of things. Firstly, thank you to everyone that has become a new member of the channel. Feel free to join if you haven't already. Enjoy the perks that come along with it. But the ones that are in the starting 11, you are about to get a mention. So without further ado, here they are. They are Rajib Ahmed, CFCJ, Carl Smith, Rhaegar314, Mr. Harry, Damien Baxter, X23 The Game, and Christopher Hone. Thank you very much for being in the starting 11. Much appreciated to all of you. And I hope you enjoy the little perks that come along with it, including the Discord chat. Yeah, so you know where to go. Also, follow me on my socials. Twitter and Instagram links are in the description. If you haven't found out already, or you've not heard me say already, I am back on Twitter after I took a very, very long time out. I am back and it's there. Instagram, I've always been there, not left. But make sure you're following me there for all my daily latest away from YouTube. Let's get cracking. Joao Felix. Joao. Mr. Joao. Mr. Joao Felix, here we go, says Fabrizio Romano. Let's get cracking in terms of what Fabrizio and the others have had to say, and then we will analyse. So, starting off with Joao Felix to Chelsea. Here we go. Full verbal agreement reached. Loan move on €11 million fee with 100% salary covered by Chelsea. Before leaving, Joao Felix will extend contract with Atleti until 2027. Joao will fly to London in the next hours to undergo medical tests and sign. Fabrizio also says Joao Felix deal will not have any impact on Christopher Nkunku move. Chelsea have already sealed the agreement with Leipzig for more than €60 million fee. Nkunku will become Chelsea player in July, all done and signed also on player side as revealed in December. So, that's the latest when it comes to Joao Felix's move. And Nkunku, who a lot of people seem to have forgotten, I have to be honest, he didn't cross my mind. I forgot that he's coming in the summer. There's two sides to this story, right? Because I see a lot of people outraged at the financial aspect. I'm not really outraged at the financial aspect. Does it make any business sense? Probably not, right? So that's where I kind of understand where people are coming from. But you have to understand the fundamental. And this seems to have been the fundamentals throughout this entire saga. And not just in terms of Felix, but whatever business we're looking to do. It looks like Chelsea have money available whenever they want it. We are minted, it seems. We're just literally throwing money out the window. Which baffles me, as I've already mentioned, because we didn't go in for Enzo Fernandez in the way we should have, which is actually trying to trigger the release clause. Now, you can be honest with your counterpart, with who you're negotiating with, the other club, and you can tell them, look, we don't want to hit that clause. We want to go around this sort of fee, this sort of margin. What do you think? And be open and honest and direct. It's the best policy for everyone watching in your lives. Please be honest and direct with people, for good or for bad. That's the one piece of advice I can give you. Always be truthful. Don't cut corners. You can, little white lies to make good things. Yes, it happens, but I'm talking being honest and direct. Don't be a hypocrite. Don't hide things. Chelsea seem to have disrespected Benfica completely with the way they wanted to do the business. They entertained Benfica on the idea that we're going to trigger the release clause, we're going to come close to it, and then offer a lowball 80 million offer or whatever the hell it was. I mean, what? Doesn't make any sense. Don't do that. Which is... It's baffling, because if we've got money available, then you can surely come close to what Benfica are expecting in a position that we absolutely need someone in. This is a position, Joao Felix is a player in a role where, without sorting the other areas of the pitch out, I feel like we're going to end up in the same situation. Joao Felix is a good player, right? Is he going to light the Premier League up though? I don't expect him to. In the same way that we thought every single attacking player that is at Chelsea Football Club right now was going to do, and hasn't. When you look at the first batch, Werner and Havertz and all of that, we all thought, yeah, they're going to come in and light it up. Beautiful, can't wait. Ziyech. It didn't happen. Ziyech is a prime example. Ajax looked absolute mint. There were comparisons with Mahrez. Mahrez, Ziyech, Mahrez. Who's better? Boom, boom, boom. Mahrez has been a City, stayed consistent. Yes, has dips in form, has peaks, but stays consistent. Ziyech, to be fair to him, got ousted out of the team at some point, but even when he was playing, no consistency. Up until World Cup, post-World Cup, people have seen what he's truly about. So there's that. But the others, Pulisic, no consistency. Havertz, no consistency. I mean, well, not even consistency. Now he's just non-existent. We bring in Lukaku. We expect him to be the quick fix, the solution. Boom, disappears. Right? We get in Sterling. Sterling's gonna up it. Sterling's gonna up the attack. He's gonna provide. He's gonna be the key to be able to get the ball into the box. That way, whoever's in the box can now have more opportunity. Boom. Hasn't happened so far. Hasn't happened. And now we're bringing in Joao Felix, and it's just, it's gonna be the same situation, I fear. Chelsea, though, 11 million euros for a loan, a 5-month loan. Right? Covering all his wages. The whole thing, I think, comes to 16 million euros. In terms of his fee, the salary, everything included. 16 million euros for 5 months. I think Chelsea have underestimated how tough the Premier League is. Joao Felix needs to hit the ground running immediately. With the way that Chelsea are right now, I don't see it happening. You could bet on maybe, and this is a maybe, Joao Felix coming in and lighting it up if he joined the club that's in harmony right now, that are in their momentum, that are moving, and they're going, okay, we need you to slot right in, mate. Here's the momentum. Ride with it. Run with it. Arsenal would have been perfect. I don't understand how we chose Chelsea over Arsenal, I'll be honest. Right now, I don't get it, especially for a quick loan. Now, in terms of personally, I don't get it. But again, follow the money. Anything that you do, follow the money. You want to find out what's going to happen? Follow the money. You want to find out truth? Follow the money. You always follow the money. That is the way the world is operating right now in anything. Arsenal and United were not prepared to pay the loan fee that Chelsea were prepared to pay. Done. That is it. That's why the whole thing has happened. Then you start hearing, Felix wanted the project. Like, what kind of project is this? Chelsea are in tatters. Arsenal about to go and win the league, or they're on the way to anyway. They're competing for it. Be perfect for Felix to slot right in with Gabriel Jesus completely knocked out for some time. You know, no disrespect. I mean, he's out injured. So this is where follow the money. Follow the money. So from a financial standpoint, it doesn't quite make sense. For 5 months, a team that's in this array, that's not got balance, that has loads of injuries, where it's very uncertain. We don't know how we're going to play the next game. We're playing Fulham next. We're worried. We're worried about Fulham. This is how peak it's gone. We're worried about Fulham and we're worried about Palace. Even though, as I've said, I think we'll beat Fulham. But we'll get to that tomorrow in the preview. Felix is going to come in and just be the quick fix? No, because we've got problems in midfield. We've got lack of balance. Reece James is out. We've got no one on the flanks that's going to be threatening. Defence is looking a little leaky, but overall the midfield is not there. How do you expect any attacker to be a threat when the midfield is not there and the players that are going to be around Felix are not good enough? In the same way that Sterling came in, and I said the time he signed, there were two ways it could go. One, either he manages to get everyone's level up, he manages to help and he unlocks everyone, or we're going to bring him down to our level. And that's exactly what's happened. We've brought Sterling down to our level. Same, I think, will happen with Felix. He's got 5 months. And it's not even, he hasn't even got 5 months. He's got a month. Felix has 1 month to make an impact. Why? Because in a month's time, it's February. It's coming to the end of the season at that point. You're looking towards the end. You've got March, April, May. Done. And then he's finished. He's going back to Atletico Madrid. It's way too soon, way too fast, I feel, although he does have ability. Is he going to be able to use it or allow it to display allow it to show, allow it to flourish, I think he's going to find it hard, especially in the Premier League. Anyone that comes to the Premier League needs time to adapt. It's a common rule. You come to the Premier League, you need to be able to adapt, especially to the physicality. Especially. Coming from Spain, you'd rather players come from Italy to England. They'd adapt faster. Coming from Spain, I feel like it's going to be a little bit of a challenge for Felix, at least for now. And then by the time he's adapted, well, season's over. It's very, very quick. So, look, I hope he comes in and he lights the place up. But I can't help that Atletico were looking for somewhere where he could potentially just up his value and then get other teams interested in the summer. With now an extended contract. We haven't got a buy option or an obligation to buy, and he's extended his contract, which means his fee is now going to increase, which we're not going to go in for because I feel like, as I've said, you have to wait and see what happens with the loan. Now, some people are happy with it. Some people are going, it's fine. If he flops, he flops. We send him back. As I've said, it still, from a financial aspect, cost us 16 million euros or whatever it has for a loan. That money could be used elsewhere. However, I have to not be a hypocrite here. I did say previous and I stick by it. Chelsea and any football club will do whatever they can afford. If they feel like they can throw this money out of the window to get Felix on a 5-month loan, 6 months technically, but you know what I mean, 5 months up until the end of the season, and they're happy to do that, it means they can afford it. It means we have money. We're minted and cool. We can do it. We're able to do it. So you know what? From that standpoint, I couldn't care less. Yes, it doesn't make financial sense, but they think it does. They can afford to do it. It's up to them. It's their money. You know? But I'm not really bothered about that. I'm bothered about what he's going to do. And I feel like for what it's worth, for the money we've put into a loan deal, without an option to buy, and now he's extended his contract, and he has to come in and make an immediate impact, and the team is in a mess, and we haven't addressed the other positions first, I feel like it's only going to go one way. That's my concern. That's my problem. So I wish Felix the best. I hope he's going to light it up. I'm going to be looking forward to seeing him play, but do not expect too much yet. That's what I'm going to say. Do not expect. I'm going into the next few games if Felix is available. I'm just going to be like, yo, show me what you can do, mate. Don't get excited. Do not get excited because the problems go deeper, a lot deeper than just one player coming in and fixing it all. It's not going to happen. So anyway, let's wait and see what happens. Let's get more to the relationship with Atletico Madrid as to why this ended up going down anyway. Here it is. Chelsea have a very good relationship with Atletico, so even though it could be expensive, there will be no problem if Chelsea want to buy Felix after the loan. This move doesn't affect Nkunku. That's a done deal. Chelsea are still in contact with people close to Thuram, waiting to understand the price. And we have news that's involving Manchester United, which I'm about to come to, so stick around for that. But in terms of the relationship of Atletico is good, which means that we can apparently keep talking after it's all said and done. But this is the thing. He's already signed the deal till 2027. If he plays well, they are going to ask for ridiculous amounts of money. If he doesn't play well, we're going to send him back. So when you're talking about having to extend or try and get an option to buy or negotiate for afterwards, he was already valued at £88 million with a new contract. And if he does play well, it's easily going to go above 100. Now, would you pay 100 for Felix? Considering we need, as I've said, a midfielder, a right back, with other areas in the pitch. And even so, we're going to have to get rid of some players, get some new players in because the squad needs it. As I've said, Chelsea will do what they can afford. But they're not going to just voluntarily throw money out of the window for fun. There is going to be some sort of business logic, right? I don't think Felix stays beyond May. I don't see it happening. Especially with Nkunku coming in. We'll see, but I don't see it happening. Which means that for me, this loan just screams desperation because of a couple of injuries. Which, yes, I understand. And yes, Chelsea maybe can afford to do that. But I don't think it's going to be much impact. Not the impact I think people are expecting. So we'll wait and see what happens there. In relation to Thuram is someone apparently we're still close and we're still looking for and we're still trying to do something around. So we will wait and see how that's going to point out. But again, we're focusing on a player like Thuram. Guys, We need a flipping midfielder, at best a defensive midfielder, and we need someone to come in and do something on the right whilst Reece James is out. Can we please go there first? Put the attention and the energy there first. Get that sorted ASAP. Games are ticking. You know, where's the urgency here? Anyway, that's honestly what I think. Now, to end the video very quickly, I'll give my thoughts on this little piece of news. Man United. Exclusive, Manchester United have reached full verbal agreement to sign Weghorst. Understand the deal will cost around €3 million to Besiktas. Weghorst will join on loan from Burnley. Final step needed. Besiktas will only approve the deal if they find the right replacement. I'll tell you who's going to be happy about this, Mark Goldbridge. Mark Goldbridge is going to be happy that his Antichrist is now playing at Manchester United. Because whenever Weghorst plays for Burnley and he's got to face Burnley on FIFA, it's always Weghorst that sticks him in the gutter. So honestly, look, is this a good deal? I mean, Ten Hag might have a plan, especially in being Dutch. We saw what he could do at the World Cup, especially against Argentina, had a great game. But overall, when you look at the stats, they're not overwhelming, they're not fantastic, but I think it's better than what Manchester United currently have up front. In terms of who they have to play the way that Ten Hag wants a striker to play, Weghorst could come in and do that. It's a loan. It's very cheap. They have got to pay €3 million to Besiktas because he's currently on loan at Besiktas from Burnley, so that's got to be sorted. It's not expensive at all. It's worth it. It's worth the hit. See, now this is a loan deal that you can look at and go, it's worth it. It's worth it. Felix is definitely a much better player, for sure. But do you know what I mean? From a business standpoint, this for Man United, I think, makes sense to them. Weghorst, though, I expect to come in and, again, I don't expect goals. I don't expect massive amounts of ability, but a solution up until the end of the season, or at least someone that's going to come in and start the process under Erik Ten Hag, because it's been looking good so far for Erik Ten Hag. It's been looking good in terms of the way that the team's playing, the results that are coming in with what he has. Fair play. That is progress. That is someone that you can look at and go, I understand what's going on here. We know what they're trying to do. You know, still a big question for Chelsea Football Club in that aspect, but for Man United, you get it. You get it. So this is a deal that can't really cause any damage. And as I've said, it means that he's going to be a Man United shirt, which means that for Mark Goldbridge's FIFA streams, at least now he doesn't have to deal with playing against Weghorst. He now has Weghorst up for selection. So good luck, Mark Goldbridge. Good luck, Man United. Anyway, that's my thoughts overall on that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below with everything I discussed today. Felix, the relationship with Atletico, the deal, Thuram, the other positions, and Weghorst for Manchester United. Let me know down below. Much appreciated. And I will see all of you tomorrow for the preview to the big West London derby. Fulham currently placed above Chelsea against Chelsea, the lowest West London placed team in the Premier League at the moment. So it's going to be very fun to analyse. Are we going in as underdogs? Are we going in as underdogs against Fulham? That would be interesting. We'll clarify all of it on the preview tomorrow. Make sure you're here for that. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. Join the channel if you haven't already. Social media links in the description. And I will see all of you tomorrow. In a bit, people. Have a good one. Take care. And peace.